Well, we're back for summer here, and this is our first flip video today. And today we're going to be talking about a little geometry vocabulary specifically. And this first whole chapter is, to a large extent, dealing with vocabulary and geometry and making sure we're all talking the same language, in this case, mathematics, so we can do some more challenging stuff later. Vocabulary words here: point, line, and plane. Point is no length, width, or depth. So it's infinitesimally small, and often we'll draw something like that and we'll label it like point A or B, or give it a name, but it's infinitesimally small. We drew a dot here indicating it's right there, but theoretically it has no thickness, width, or length to it at all. A line is an infinite number of points, and hence that's why we put this arrowhead on the end here, indicating it goes through points A and B, but goes on infinitely in both directions. And over here you'll see this is our way for drawing line AB, meaning it goes on forever and ever in the directions of A and B. A plane has an infinite number of lines put together. So if you can just picture an infinite number of lines put together, all following on the same chalkboard, going on forever and ever in all directions. Infinite number of lines put together. And we can write that as plane A or plane NXY. We could have defined this as plane NXZ. Theoretically, all we need is 3 points that are not coplanar to go ahead and define a plane. Not collinear, excuse me. Collinear means on the same line. So if we had 3 points on the same line, if I called that point T, there's the 3 points on that same line, and then TX. That would not define a plane. They need to be 3 non-collinear. Collinear on same line. Non-collinear means they're not on the same line. So like N, X, and Y are not on the same line. These are coplanar points on the same plane, but not collinear. If they're collinear, if you have 3 points that are on the same line, they are collinear, but they're technically not coplanar because there's an infinite number of planes that go through these. There's one, and there's another plane, infinite number of planes. They are on the same plane, but those 3 points are not determining a plane, which is kind of the tricky part. But by definition, they just have to be on the same plane. So 3 points that are collinear are also coplanar, but they don't determine a plane. Tricky. Moving on to the next page. On this page, we're talking about defined terms. And defined terms are terms that are defined by using our points, line, and planes, and other defined terms that we have to describe them. So a segment is contained in a line with 2 endpoints. So here's in a line, here's line AB, and segments are contained within it, but they have endpoints. So that would be segment AB there. And we write segment AB with just a line over the top, a bar over the top, no arrows on the end indicating that it does have ends. If there were arrows here and here, it would indicate that it goes on forever and ever, and it would be a line, but a segment has ends. Array is contained in a line. Once again, here's AB, line AB, and it has one endpoint. One endpoint. So here is a array A, B, written as A going through B and continuing on forever and ever. We could also have array BA, indicating that it starts with B and goes through A. Opposite rays. Looking up at this example up here, opposite rays intersect at some point. So here's a ray going that way. If we call this A, C, and B, opposite rays would be AC is opposite to AB. Notice that they both start at A and go through C and through B. And together they make a line, opposite rays. Okay, we'll stop here and go ahead and move on to the next page and start video 2.